Hello everyone, today I'm going to review my student's game. Sometimes your game goes back and forth due to reading problem. This game is just like that. I think I can point out some problems of direction in the beginning and the right direction of invasion in the middle game. And we can take a closer look at the roller coaster like part in the end. Okay, my student is black and white played away. So this is the right follow-up for black because always this attachment is very big. So this is okay. But when white played this two-space extension, my student answered, but it was small. Because this is an old joseki. Black got center, right? But the actual game, white player played this move, and now even black plays away. A and B are mii. If white goes here, then black can leave on the corner. So this group is okay. Black could have played away like this or this. This is a bit slow. And white played away, it was very good. Now my student played one more stone here, so of course it is very slow. Black could have played on the upper side. Yeah, I think this is the best. My student wasted 1 and 2 stones over here, so now white started leading slightly, but this exchange was strange. Yeah, let's pass. This is a joseki. Now my student approached it from this side, it was okay. But when white played this Atari, where would you play, A or B? The right answer is black should play on this side. My student connected here. Sometimes we are obsessed with completing joseki. This is not necessary because if black plays this move, then this is not center. Black doesn't need to play on this side. This is good for the upper side because if black connects here, then later, for example, if white goes here and here, then there is some aji on this side. So taking this one stone would have been much cleaner, okay? We don't have to complete joseki all the time. For white, this would have been the right sequence. Since white didn't play this move first, black could have taken this one stone. This is the actual game. Yeah, it seems like white player is also obsessed with completing joseki. For some perspective, this is not that beneficial because later, for example, white can exchange this move, then this is much better than this for white, right? So, I mean, we don't have to be obsessed with completing joseki. This is the actual game. White played on the upper side and black played here, but black could have played on this side. I think this is very big. Or if black want to continue playing on this side, this is another option. This is okay, actually. Now white player pushed here, but I'm so curious why you guys are playing this kind of move. You see, when there is one space low pincer, joseki, I've seen so many times you guys are pushing here. Why is that? This is not good. Even if black doesn't play here, white can push, but this is not that threatening. Black can play away, or sometimes black can answer like this. Rather than this push, black should look at playing on this side. This is more powerful. So please don't push. This is not a very good habit. Does it make sense? Anyway, let's go back to the actual game. This is a very bad habit. Okay. This is the actual game. Now my student played this pip. I realized that my student has a habit that it is not that great. That is, my student pips very often. If you can capture your opponent, you can pip. For example, when there is a weak group on the corner, for example, in this case, you can pip, right? Because by playing here, you can capture this group. But many times when my student pips, it seems like it is not that threatening. In this case, white could have played on this side, then yeah, there is nothing special. Black managed to get some points over here, but this is not that big. But black helped white get some nice shape. But the actual game went like this. Still, I don't think this is very good. Anyway, this is the actual game. After several sequences, my student managed to get the center group. This was so big. And locally, black has this follower. This is a call. If white steps back, then black can reduce white's room. Then locally, white is not alive. So this is a picnic call for black. There are so many call threats for black. For example, this. Or even black plays like this. This is good enough. Let me count the territory. Black has 10, 20, 30, 40, 55. Black has almost 55. This is very solid. What about white? White has a weak group here, and white cannot make big territory over here. This is like 2 or 3. This is so small. And the upper right corner is a call, and this is not white's territory. Yeah, we can count 15 here. I think that's it. Black is ahead more than 20 points, I guess. So the variation on this side, this is a disaster for white. So my student started leading by a lot, and locally black has this call. I'm not sure my student knew this or not. Probably not. Anyway, the game is very good for black. And now let me ask you a question. Like I said, the game is very good for black. I think black has around 55, more than that. And for white, I don't see any territory on this side, on this side. This is the only area for white. So I think black can play very simple move, simple way. That could be this side. Yeah, we can see the direction of invasion right now. For sure, black want to break the upper left corner, right? This area. How to invade? When we have to invade, we can check which side is weaker. So we can look at the weak part and we can invade at that part by aiming some weakness. So let me ask you a question. Which part is weaker? This side or this side? A or B? So we can invade at the weaker part. If we invade at the weaker part, we can get some benefit by aiming at my opponent's weakness. So, of course, this part is weaker, right? Because white has kind of strong group here. Because for white, this is center, right? So, white's moyo is quite strong here. The actual game my student played on this side, but this was a bit wrong direction. Black could have invaded at this point. If white cuts, then this is center, so black can escape very easily. Yeah, there is no problem. If black can save this group, black can win this game. This is very simple, right? But my student invaded on the upper side, and my student changed her mind, and the game went like this. Yeah, it was pretty okay. Now we are getting to the middle game, and the problem was the reading, you know. Black is trying to save this group, and my student played so well. White couldn't block because white has this weakness. So, for example, if black plays here, then this is center, then this group could be in danger. So this is the actual game. Now my student managed to save this whole group, and furthermore, white group is in danger. So actually, my student couldn't lose this game. And we can see that my student played one more pip. In this case, I understand why my student played here, because probably my student wanted to capture this group, but the space for leaving is not big enough. So for example, if black pushes here, white cannot make enough space. Yeah, I think this is the right direction. I mean, rather than this direction, black could have reinforced this part, this direction, then it would have been much safer. Either way, white plays this side, black can capture this group. There was no problem. But this is the actual game. It was still okay. But this is a mistake for my student. This would have been much safer. Because even if white plays here, this is center. Now that black played here, now that black reduced this part, white has no enough space. So this is the only way for white to save this group. Then this is a very natural follow-up. Black can connect, then white has no choice but to connect here. Then black could have saved these two stones. Then yeah, there was so many ways for black to finish this game. Anyway, let's go back to the actual game. Black stone doesn't need to be here and here, because white space is so cramped. Let me show you why this is a bad exchange. This is the actual game, and black connected here and exchanged this. Probably up to this point, this is okay, but this exchange is worse, because without this exchange, this cut would have been center. If white doesn't answer, this is Atari and Atari. So white is dead. This whole group is dead, right? So this cut is center. Then there is one move different, right? I don't think white can handle this situation. But the actual game, my student exchanged this, and now this card is not Sente, of course. If there is a stone here, then black could have played like this. Then I think white is in trouble. Black cannot touch here. So here, if my student had played like this, then actually white is in danger. But my student made a mistake in a row, and the game went like this. After this, black lost these 4 stones, and this card is not sent anymore. And my student missed the opportunity to save these 2 stones. These 2 stones are very important. These are key stones. So the game went like this. Now white started leading. Of course, black could have captured this group, but now white captured these 5 stones, and white managed to defend the territory on this side. Black gained nothing. So now white started leading by almost 10 points, and this is the actual game. Now white defended the upper right corner, and my student tried to save this group. Actually, this part is a bit messy. For white could have let black live inside. It was still okay for white, surprisingly. Even if black can live inside, white was leading by almost 5 points, but of course, that kind of judgment is not that easy. So white player tried to capture this group. Finally, my student got a chance. Now after this cut, black could have pushed here. Then simply black can win this capturing race, right? This is very obvious. White is dead. But my student didn't push, so white managed to get some more space, but it was still okay for my student. After this, my student played on this side, but this would be much better because black can make 2 separated eyes. So if white pips here, then yeah, black can just reduce white's liberty like this. White has only 2, but black has more than 4 points. So this would have been the finishing blow, but this is still okay. But I'm afraid this is kind of self-Atari. Yeah, after this, yeah, my student played here, but of course, black should throw in here and throw in here one more time. Then I think this is good for black. Let me reduce the liberty. Yeah, I think black can win this capturing race. But my student played on this side. The basic principle to play the capturing race is you can reduce your opponent's room from outside. Something like this, okay? Then this is the right direction. But my student played from this side. And for white could have played on this side. Yeah, anyway, this is the roller coaster like part. This is the actual game. So finally, there was a call. And of course, white didn't have to answer because this is just an end game. White group is alive, so it was not that big. If white had finished this call, then white could have won this game very easily. But white player answered, and this is co-threat. And when my student played here, white could have finished this call, but white player answered one more time. And now there was no co-threat, so my student managed to capture all this group and managed to win this game. Yeah, the ending part was kind of crazy, but this kind of situation I've seen many times, even for dumb players games like this. Because for dumb players, their opening and middle game is quite okay. So the most crucial point could be the reading part. I don't think there is a special solution for reading. I recommend you guys to slow down when you feel like this is a very crucial moment or something, okay? Then I think you can reduce many errors in this kind of situation. Alright, for this game, I mentioned several slang moves in the opening, something like this and this. And at this moment, the direction of invasion was very important. You can attack the weaker part for your opponent like this. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!